and keep it.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black right back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a party book and the play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from legendary BB King's downtown Nashville. This is the last interview of the day.
I know, and it makes me so sad, but then I stopped and think, we got night number 2, and then night number 3,
yes.
And it'll be popping, and it'll be locking, it'll be jamming, it'll be breaking, it'll be great.
And then we got the award show.
Saturday
night.
Yeah.
Speaking of the award show, we got Lacey Caroline here with us right now.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Did you just get done jogging?
Jogging? I believe it's a silent J.
Jogging? No,
I didn't.
Yeah?
No.
Because you just kind of like came up to the back door, like you had your guitar, and then it was like, boom, like you've been out jogging with a guitar.
I mean, that would be a great workout. Carrying it 5 feet made my arms tired.
I was like, I saw you. It's because I was standing by the window making this face at people.
You should have saw me. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done. I thought you were done with the face. Go ahead.
And I saw you. I was like, hey, it's Lacey Caroline.
There I am. Yeah, I was lucky enough that like the streets weren't closed off because it's a madhouse out there for CMA Fest week.
Oh yeah,
Fan Fest week.
It is.
Fanfare.
Is it still hot out there? Like crazy hot?
Oh yeah, it's like 100 degrees. Well, it depends on what you call hot.
Yeah, well,
I call 100 degrees hot. So
in the city tonight.
We got here and I was like bringing 2 like giant bags in, and we took the long way around the block, and I was like, it was just rough.
It was.
I'm just now
It's a
like
rough
not sweating
day.
anymore. That was like 11.
Milk was a bad choice.
It was crazy. It was crazy. So what have you been doing like these last few days? Because we had you on the show for the first time just I guess a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
It's been a couple of months.
Okay.
And then we saw you at the Commodore. Mm-hmm. We were stalking you a little bit.
A little.
Yeah, just a little.
That's all right.
Yeah. That's the whole reason we went out there, was to check out Lacey.
Aww.
Yeah, that was the whole
you
reason.
You guys are awesome.
Elena showed up and came in after you left. Elena came by and sat down, and we watched a few more. So I always love going out there.
Me too.
I really do.
The Commodore's
Nashville's
a great
beautiful
place. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of talented people there.
A lot of talent.
Yeah, that's a compliment to you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. See?
Well, I mean, the fact that Nashville has so much talent here only makes everybody else have to work harder. So that's what I love about it. You know, it's like you go to a writer's round, you go to a show, and you're just like, wow, I have to be on that level, you know? And it's not about, it's like friendly competition, because at the end of the day, we're all pushing each other to do better, to write better songs, play better, perform better. So, you know, and I'm a competitive soul as it is. So I absolutely love the atmosphere and everybody just, you know, making each other step their games up.
And Nashville's not the kind of place you're going to come if you're going to be a slacker.
No, my gosh. Yeah. Well, you can always figure out who the slackers are because they're gone in a year. There's no hanging around.
Now, how long have you been here now?
A year and a half. I made it.
You did?
Yeah, I made the cut.
Yeah. And now, how popular is country music? Because you were talking about this earlier in Jersey, where you're from.
Jersey, it's really popular. And, you know, I grew up, I had like a little boombox, a little AM, FM radio, and I would get the local radio station, the country station from, Hudson Valley. So Hudson Valley, New York was the closest one to me because I'm from North Jersey, and we're up in the mountains. And so, you know, we're so far away from New York City, and everyone thinks that because I'm from New Jersey, it's right next to New York. It's like, it doesn't really work like that. Like, we are in the middle of nowhere. It takes 30 to 45 minutes to get anywhere from my town. And, you know, we grew up in like a mountainous, it's weird. It's like a combination of mountains and farms, depending on where in North Jersey you are. But it's just beautiful, agriculture all over the place, and country music really played a huge part in that because people where I'm from could really relate to it. So when I was little, I had like my little FM box, and like I would scan so hard to make sure that, like, because we had like the little dial, right? So you had to
Nice.
like move the little thing till it got to the little like tab would get to the exact spot on the radio
could see
dial.
you're like minding
I
the
know,
whole
right?
thing. Yeah.
And you know, that was as close as I could get to a country radio station, and still it was still fuzzy. But you try really hard to, like, if you moved the dial just a little bit more, maybe some of the fuzz would go away. But that's how I grew up with country music. So, and then of course my mom was playing Shania and Leanne Rhymes in the
Shania
kitchen.
Twain.
You kind of look like Shania. Anybody ever
You
tell you
kind
that?
of do.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I have a couple doppelgangers, which I always think is funny. But Shania, Amy Grant, and then the girl from The Office.
Pam?
No, the redhead, the one that replaces Pam.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
So
about.
Erin.
yes.
Erin,
You
yeah.
do look
You
like
do
Erin.
look like her.
That's funny. But I never even
So-
thought. Yeah, that is. She does.
That is great.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
so-
So you don't have to be from the South to be a country girl.
No, and I mean, there's country all over the place, and I think that, to me, you know, there's country music about farms, and I didn't grow up on necessarily a farm. I did grow up raising horses, but I didn't live with the horses on a farm. But to me, country music is about the everyman and telling that story. And the everyman is across the entire nation. The entire United States is country, you know? It's all one country. And so it's just a matter of telling the story of the countryman. And I mean, I don't really sing songs about farms, but I do sing songs about my dad, who, you know, he's a Vietnam War vet and a construction worker for 40 years, and like that's what American country is to me, because that's what I grew up with.
So you're proud of your dad.
I'm very proud of my dad.
Yeah, I bet he's proud of you too.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's a great guy. Yeah, I mean, he's probably my biggest fan. I play him songs when I go home, like songs that no one's ever heard before, something like maybe I'm just working on. And I'll never forget, I have this one song in particular called Mason Jar. And when I first played it for him, so I wear glasses, and I don't ever wear them. I'm supposed to wear them. But my dad was like kind of sitting across the living room, so I couldn't really see him. And when I was done playing the song, I look up, and he has this like very like stern looking face. And my dad's like, you know, he's a Marine. He's stern as they come anyway. So when I looked up, and I was like, oh no, he doesn't like it. But when I got up, because I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see. When I got up, I got closer, I realized he was crying. And so it was like the song had brought him to tears, and he did like the song after all. It's actually his favorite song I think I've written. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do. I have a sister.
Yeah. Now, where is she at? What does she do?
So she's in L.A. Mm-hmm. She's a rather successful actress.
That's very cool.
She was just... No, she's not in the office. She was just in a movie called Draft Day with Kevin Costner.
That's neat.
Yeah, and she's been doing a lot of writing, TV shows, pilots. She was brought on to be a writer for this, gosh, I forget the name of it, but it's like a pilot Comedy Central series. She's a great writer. She does a lot of like satirical comedy, very like It's Always Sunny meets Curb Your Enthusiasm sort of style. She's so bright, and she's a great actress too. So she's been doing that and just killing it out in LA.
So how proud is your dad? I mean, of like both of you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
My dad is just, you know, it's funny because like when we grew up, when we were younger, my dad and my mom didn't really get along, so I didn't grow up with him when I was like 6 or 7, and then when I was 20, he and I like reconnected. So, but my sister's 4 years older than me, so he had been around in her life a little bit longer. And you know, now that like everyone's kind of back together, you can just see in his face, and you know the way he talks about us to his coworkers, like he just, you know, just has so much love and emotion for us when he talks about us.
I bet he's just beaming. Yeah, whenever he tells.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was like, it's not fuming. What's the word I'm looking for?
How often
That
do you
makes
get a
me
chance?
happy that he's
How often did you get a chance to go home?
I actually just went home. It was the first time since Christmas. I really only get to go home for holidays, and the only holiday being Christmas. So I went home after I'd moved down last January. Went home for the first time in November, and it was only for a day. I didn't even go home really because I had a show in New York City, and then I had to write in New York City the next day. So I basically was just in New York City, and then I flew home. And then I was home for Christmas for like 2 or 3 days. I just went home last week, but last week was like, it was like my little mini vacation. I took like 2 days to go home and like hang out with my dad. My boyfriend met my parents. So
was that for the first time?
That was for the first time.
How did that go?
Was it awkward?
No, I mean, well, yeah, you'll have to ask him.
Well, he probably has a lot in common with your dad. I mean, they're both, because your boyfriend's in the military. Right.
Yeah.
So that was good.
I thought you were going
Yeah.
to say they're
Right.
both men.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For starters. But yeah, no, so
Is your dad tough on the boyfriends?
He is, but he knows that I pick good ones. So he's always trust my judgments on a lot of things. I've always been the type of person where, like, my relationship with my dad is like, hey, Dad, I'm going to do this. And he's like, all right. Like, I know. Yeah. He knows me so well to know that, like, I never rush into anything without planning at least 10 steps afterwards. And, like, I like to think of myself as an incredibly self-reliant, independent person. So, he always backs my decisions in a way of, like, well, I know you've probably thought it through, so if you're doing it, you've probably given it some thought, so I trust your decisions. So, whoever I kind of choose to date, my dad's like, you know how to pick them, so.
Well, he knows he did a good job.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
Yeah. Now, we're going to run out of time because you are a talker.
Oh, man.
More than me. So
Sorry.
we need to make sure we get a couple of songs in because I want
Okay.
people to hear you. Now, do you have any friends in from Jersey?
I do. My friend Erin is here. She texted me saying...
From the office?
No, you're right.
We keep going back to that.
Not from the office. Not from the office. She literally said, is BB King's next to Coyote Ugly.
Is she going to come Saturday, too?
I can tell her to come Saturday.
Bring as many people
I
as you
will.
want.
Yeah.
sure.
Bring everybody.
I'm not saying you're going to win,
Everybody.
but there's a good chance. Because
good
you're doing
chance.
pretty good in a couple of categories, so you might walk home with 2 WABO awards. That's a big
You
deal.
might, yeah.
I mean, I would be flattered and very honored.
This is the first time ever. This is like a part of history
Oh, man.
in the making,
Oh,
right here.
Stray.
oh,
Not to
sorry
stress
to-
you out or anything.
I'm getting a little stressed out
pressure,
right now.
no.
She's sweating. We need to get her something to drink.
I know.
Okay, so what are you going to sing for us today?
All right. What would you like to hear?
Anything you want to do.
Okay.
Because I trust your judgment. I'm just much like your dad.
All right, hold on.
While you're getting together, we're gonna
play the
thank
Magnolia.
Randy.
Yeah.
And we got to thank BB Kings just
Yes.
because they've been really, really good to us, giving us this really cool room. See, I'm like negative on the cool point scale, but then
You
when
really
I come
are.
into places like this, it kind of like raises me up a little bit. Like with all the stuff. And then Randy made us a little cooler, like with the awards and the backdrop and all that. So we can't thank
Good people, good times.
Absolutely. So we can't thank them enough. So we're gonna say thanks to Magnolia Emporium real quick, and then when we come back, we're gonna listen to Lacey Caroline.
Boom, bam.
When I think of Magnolia Emporium, I think of Randy. I mean, we could talk about how wonderful he is at what he does, but the one thing that sets this design firm apart from any other one is the simple fact that Randy's just a good guy. Honesty, integrity, and a big heart. Isn't that what you're really looking for? Give Randy a call. 704-248-6808. Magnolia Emporium. We want your space to reflect your success.
Guess what? We do not, nor will we ever take any of you for granted because there's a million other things you could be doing, but guess what? You chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty darn good. Now, before you get started, I want to say hi to Patrick real quick. Patrick is actually out here checking us out today. Patrick's all over Twitter.
Yeah.
All
I see him
over
all
Twitter,
over the place like a boss.
promoting just all these independent artists. I mean, he's a great guy to have in your corner, for sure. And I wanted to thank Patrick for coming out.
Yeah, thank you.
So are you going to try to come back, or is this all we get?
No, you'll probably see me Saturday sometime.
Okay, so we're going to see him Saturday.
Yeah.
So he'll be sick of us by then, for sure.
Yeah, faux shit.
That's true. That could go either way. So now, what were you going to play for us today?
All right, so I was thinking of playing